What's up, BABOBs and boys? I just got back from a great cross-country ride, and I have had multiple requests from my beginner riders to do a beginning wheelie tutorial. So, before we do anything, I'm gonna get out of this chamois and into some casual riding clothes. Any of you guys ever seen I Dream of Jeannie? Let's see if this works. Ha! Check it out! We have the new Sandy Surfer jersey and matching Ventura shorts from Club Ride Apparel, the ultimate in casual riding gear. Now that I'm comfy, let's learn to wheelie. Alright, BABOBs, rolling down the road here to the park, give ourselves a little bit more room and a change of scenery. While we're getting there, I just wanted you guys to know I am by no means a natural at riding wheelies. It took me till 48 years old to be able to ride a wheelie for any distance at all. So if I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it. We've all seen these people that are total naturals, and you know, maybe they are and maybe they aren't. Maybe they spent an hour a day every day for a year getting to that point. Or maybe they learned when they were little kids. We all know that that's way easier. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can get there too. And even if all you learn to do is to loft your front wheel up for a couple of pedal strokes, that's gonna take your riding to the next level. So keep at it and have fun. See you in a second. All right, BABOBs and boys, we made it to the park. I only ride park. Sorry, couldn't help myself. It's one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time. Check it out. Anyway, first things first, if you're gonna learn to ride wheelies, you wanna do it on flat pedals. Yes, you can totally learn to ride wheelies clipped in, but I'll tell you right now, it's much safer and a whole lot less scary to approach that balance point when you're free to hop off the back of the bike if things go wrong. I'll show you how to do that in the next video. So before you can ride a wheelie, you need to learn to loft the front wheel into the air using the torque from your drivetrain. This trick alone is super handy, and as you learn to wheelie, you're going to find yourself using this simple trick out on the trail to pop your front wheel over logs and roots and up onto rocks. And as you get more comfortable, you'll even start standing and wheeling off small drops. So the act of lofting your front wheel into the air with a pedal kick is an orchestration of 3 basic movements in proper sequence, which at first is going to make you feel like a baby taking its first steps. But don't be discouraged. The first time you get it right, the wheel will pop up so easily you're going to giggle out loud and probably scare yourself a little bit. So as you're learning, I want you to always be covering the rear brake in case things get out of hand, and I'll show you how to use that in a minute. So I'm going to break down those movements, which I call the preload pop, the gas pedal, and the lounge chair lean. And then I'm going to show you how to put them all together. So I guess I need a bike. Well, all right, an Ibis Mojo 3. Sweet. So first movement, like I was saying, is called the preload pop. Now you may have learned to do this to pop your front wheel onto obstacles, but you were probably doing it standing. For the wheelie, we're going to do this seated. It's the same movement, and you can lower your seat a little bit if you like, but don't slam it. You want to be able to pedal comfortably. It isn't going to look like much, but trust me, when you add the other elements to it, the subtle preload pop will make your wheelies effortless. So, from a seated position, you're going to roll along slowly with your pedals level. You're going to push down sharply on your bars with your arms, chest, and shoulders, which is going to cause your fork to rebound just like a pogo stick. And at the moment of rebound, you're going to assist the front wheel into the air by leaning your body back and pulling with your arms without bending them. You won't be able to lean back much, and your wheel will hardly come up off the ground. But practice this movement until the wheel comes up just a bit without pulling your arms to your chest to make it happen. Don't worry if your front wheel isn't coming up yet. This move is just to assist the gas pedal, and I'm going to show you that move in a little bit. For now, check out the preload pop. So a lot of my students have trouble not coming up out of the saddle when they're doing the preload pop. In order to get this movement without standing up, go ahead and take your feet off of the pedals. It feels super awkward, but it's going to show you how to do the preload pop while staying in the saddle. Check it out. So once you're comfortable with that movement, with the preload pop, you're going to hit the gas pedal. You're going to pick a gear that's relatively easy, something you can turn over without too much effort at a pretty slow speed. Not too low though, because you need enough resistance to push against or you can't lever up the front wheel. It takes a little practice to find the right gear at first. Now roll along as slowly as you can while keeping the bike upright. Use your eyes to keep yourself going straight. As your strong foot starts to come towards the top of the pedal stroke, you're going to initiate your preload. And then as soon as you feel that pop, the moment that front end starts to kick back, you're going to push down hard with your strong foot, which should now be coming over the top of the pedal stroke. You're going to be using the push of the pedal and the preload to lever the front wheel into the air. Right? Imagine having your foot up on a desk, you're pushing your chair back to lean back on two legs. It wouldn't work if you didn't lean back, right? So you're going to keep your arms strong and straight while allowing your body weight leaning back to pull the wheel up effortlessly. This is the lounge chair lean. When you're in balance, it actually feels like you're just kind of leaning back without much pull on the bars at all. A common mistake I see people make is bending their arms to pull the front wheel up. This mostly only results in pulling your weight forward and dropping the wheel way too soon. So check it out and I'll show you what this looks like. So at first, while you're learning to coordinate all of these movements, you're going to feel like a baby giraffe. But when you do, it's going to feel smooth as silk and you're going to find yourself easily able to loft that front end on command. Now, you may even feel like you're going to flip over backwards. It's so easy. And that's where covering that rear brake comes in. I learned this trick from Ryan Leach. You use the rear brake to bring the front end down. To practice it, grab the rear brake at the top of your wheelie and you're going to feel that your front end just wants to come crashing down with even just a little bit of a grab. So it doesn't take much. You're going to practice this over and over and over again until it's completely second nature. And once it's a habit, you're going to feel confident as you add pedal strokes to your wheelie and search for that balance point because you're not going to be afraid of going over backwards. I'm going to teach all of this in the next video, and you're going to get to preview that next video on my Patreon page. So stay tuned and get out there and practice. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks again to Club Ride for the sweet casual wheelie riding gear. Peace.
So what exactly is going on here?
Well, game day comes and coach, we had a plan, we talked about it. And then, sometimes those plans, even the best laid plans, don't go to plan, you know what I mean? And,
I know what you mean.
I just took it a little too hard on the right and overcompensated and just went tumbling,
At least there was these nice bushes.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of spiky, to be honest.
Do you need a hand?
Yeah, that would be...
Here, let me stop.
For
Let's
sure.
do a video. Hold on, okay.
You did it. You made it.
I'm feeling good.
You did pretty good. All right.